Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. I've got the 3 best decks for climbing this patch. Whether you like aggro, control, or something in between, this video has a deck for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. That way you have a good understanding of what's strong, whether you want to play the best decks themselves or if you want to know how to counter them. Let's see what these strong decks are, shall we? Welcome to Meta Report. And we'll be starting off with the premier aggro deck of the patch, which is PinkHec, coming in with a win rate of 56.04% and a play rate of 8.17%. It is staying at the top, dominating the meta. Its best matchups include Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Braum Elder Dragon Gnar, Jack Set, and Aurelion Sol Elder Dragon Morgana. Its bad matchups are Elder Dragon NorraVex, Elder Dragon Norra, Jhin Annie, and Jinx Lulu. So I've covered this deck before. I don't think much has really changed in it either. It hasn't gotten any more refined. It's still very powerful. Basically, this is Zed Gwen from the previous expansion. However, Hecrim has come back and taken Zed and Gwen's place because we don't really need another champion. We are primarily playing through our Shark Chariot and Ephemeral Swarm, along with stat ramping units. So we just want to play out the early game and get Ephemeral Synergy going, get out the Apprentice in the early mid, get out the Sparring Student for early mid pressure as well, and then we just basically spam the Shark Chariot and the cards that buff our Ephemerals and summon back the Shark Chariot and basically just win the game through a bunch of attacking. It's a very relentless, aggressive deck. It can push tons and tons of damage, even if you feel like you're behind. With a certain board, you can push easily over OTK, like 22 plus damage, with pretty much minimal mana setup. So it can be really, really scary for the opponent. They always have to be on their toes, and this deck can always snowball out of control. However, I would say the main caveat to this deck is that it is very Shark Chariot reliant. The deck definitely loses a good chunk of its power if you don't open or don't play around your Shark Chariot. Just keep that in mind when you are playing this over the course of like 15-20 games that will come up. However, it is still just an amazing climbing deck and probably the best aggro swarm that we have currently. And that's it for the quick deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context while I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. And for this example game, we're fighting probably Heisho Snaptrap, right? Or whatever it's called, Snare? Cake Snare? Yeah, the Bandle City Ionia championless combo. So, just like I was mentioning, we want to full mulligan and try to get Sharks. Dragon Ambush is pretty good. I'd probably keep this in aggro matchups like Jhin Annie, but yeah, we want Shark. We want Shark and Soul Shepherd Pronto. The most important card of the deck by far. We can even set up the Shadow Apprentice on turn 1. The issue with Bandle City, though, is that they have Pie Toss and they also have Glare. Both ways to deal 1 damage or, you know, reduce my stat by 1 and kill my 1 HP units, which is kind of sad. So it's going to whittle us down a little bit. However, we should be able to still push like a lot of mid-game damage, especially if they can't answer the Shark Swarm coming from our graveyard, because whenever we attack with any ephemeral from anywhere, Shark Chariot will resummon. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and do, yeah, the Shadow Apprentice. Oblivious Islander is actually pretty fine to hit like extra sharks or hit like Hecrim or something as like a turn 5 win con. If we're just super aggressive for some reason and we can attack with Hecrim on 5 and that's gonna win us the game, that's basically when Oblivious Islander comes in. Otherwise, he facilitates combos like multiple sharks on odd turns, things like that. What's this? Prodigy. That's pretty good. I think I want to do Shark Chariot on defense 2, nice and simple, and then we can do Prodigy on attack 3. Maybe we can play Oblivious Islander first if we draw into something that is targetable. That way we can bait removal, make our Prodigy a little bit more safe. That way we can attack with the Ephemeral and get the Shark Chariot back from grave. That's going to be our early game combo so far to think about. Oh, okay, we got Haunted Relic, so that should also be really good for us. That way we can get Shark on any attack turn that we want. It's going to be really hard for them to deal with like a bunch of little dudes, you know? Play the Shark on defense. He cannot block, but he will die and then resummon attacking. So that is exactly where we want him. Get in the grave, Sharky. Get in the grave. All right, turn 3. So the combo we were talking about earlier was Islander Prodigy. We might just whip out Prodigy then because Islander doesn't have a target. We drew into Haunted Relic twice in a row, which is a bit awkward. Hopefully they don't have a way to deal with this Prodigy immediately. They are playing kind of control, so I wouldn't doubt like a stun or something here. We could just, like, greed for the Haunted Relic. Okay, wow. Will of Ionia. Sure. That is interesting. Attack or play the Islander and target this. Why not? Let's try to get more pressure in. The Haunted Relic would have been a guaranteed shark, but I don't know how much that would really matter right now. Be like 5 extra damage. Maybe that's relevant. Sparring Student. That's a good card. Portal Palooza, so they're going to play some portals. Portal on top 1, and it is a portal unit. That is typical.
Check out these moves.
Not surprised by that whatsoever. Let's float 3 mana, because this is ephemeral. We don't want to set that up. It'll die. We could probably do, like, Dragon Ambush. Oh, and then Portal top 2 as well. And it's a lifesteal unit, so it would seem. Very good. Let's go ahead and play Dragon Ambush to set up the turn. This is fantastic. We're going to have multiple attacks. Dragon Ambush is basically like a rally card in a way, but even better because we can do it as first action. Deny. That also makes sense. Alright, then let's also do Redeemed Prodigy and Onslaught of Shadows. There we go. This is a full attacking board here. And we're going to get Hallow in the grave. We don't have Hallow currently, so we don't really need to worry about attack order. Boom. And boom. And boom. Now we're going to lose a shark if we do this. So let's pull back one thing here. I guess it'll be one of my riders. And then these are as big as possible. It's a lot of damage, even with lifesteal. I'm surprised they didn't block with a junk construct, by the way. But yeah, we're just gonna swarm. Just be mindful of how much you're summoning and where things are coming from, and you won't miss it on damage. We have the Shadow Apprentices, so should be alright. Place an ally. Oh, that's why they wanted to snare now, and that's gonna be Heisho, right? Hello, Heisho. Each round, the first card you play costs 9 less. I feel like I actually will block this. Oh, heck. So they can play a free card this turn, and then another free card next turn. Really, really big cards. Okay. That's fine. That's your one card for the turn? Sheesh. I am chill with that. Alright, let's go ahead and do Haunted Relic. This will force, like, a deny, which would be funny because that takes away their discount. If they're scared of it. They could be scared. Could be a Notify or Deny. If this resolves, I mean, they're going to be taking a lot of damage here. Oh, okay, there is a Deny, but they also get an Empryon. And then that should be it for their discount, right? Stop an enemy, blah, 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 summon Empryon. Okay. So I think we just run that back.
What's today's lesson?
And then we play the Haunted Relic again, just for maximum swarming. Glare. Alright, you got that. I think it might have been better on my other unit, but that's fine. Redeem Prodigy. Now, they want to remove this Redeem Prodigy because he summons an ephemeral attacker. So that's going to be important. That's going to be their next priority. And then I can play the Haunted Relic after. And that's actually like our most damage. So this order is really good. This is the most we're going to get out. It is also last card. Alright. They're not too threatened by the Prodigy, it seems. So we're going to try the Relic. Hopefully they don't have Deny number 2 or any of their Notifies. And we might be able to push. Unworthy Soul. That's just a recall, right? I'm going to resummon that. Boom, boom, bop. That is going to be a Shark and a 2/1, so we also do this. We have one Hallow Engrave, so let's split the damage, give it to the other Elusive. And then this is perfect. This is max damage. Let's see if we get there. We are threatening. Last card in hand, did we do it? We used every card. Let's go! We have taken down Heisho. And the next deck I have for you, fair warning, it does contain Elder Dragon. I know people's opinions on it. Elder Dragon is getting nerfed at some point soon. Okay, but for now, this is the best mid-range deck of the patch by a long shot. So if you want to play dragons, if you want to play around a couple dudes, buff them up, use them as strike targets, then this deck is for you. Elder Shyv Morgana comes in with a win rate of 58.13% and a play rate of 6.79%. Its best matchups include Elder NorraVex, LuxVex, Jaxet, and also Jinani. Its bad matchups are the PinkHec that we just covered, the Elder Dragon Mordekaiser Viego, Aurelion Sol Elder Dragon Morgana, and Braum Elder Dragon Gnar. I'm going to give myself a stroke saying Elder Dragon this many times, by the way, but yes, this is also, you know, a very strong deck from a previous expansion, just kind of updated with some new numbers. It has now tripled down on the Horned Swarm color. I think I covered this recently as well, so yeah, just keep that in mind. This is pretty, like, standard. This is a very, very standard dragon deck. It's a very easy deck to play. I think the most important thing I should mention is that it is the best deck to transition to if you are a new player, because you start with Shyvana Aurelion Sol. Then you can basically get the other dragon cards to fill out this list and have a very, very strong, maybe even the best, meta deck to play for ranked until it gets nerfed. Again, it is going to get nerfed at some point. I don't know when, but it is coming. And Elder Dragon hopefully will die on that day. Until then, we have to deal with this. We have lots of good early game. We have lots of good buffs. We have lots of good strike spells. We have a tech card that can deal with a lot of different opponent strategies. We also have discounts. We also have rally. This deck has a little bit of everything. It even has healing with the Elder Dragon boons. So this is one of those, like, jack of all trades, master of everything kind of deck. You know, it does everything well. It doesn't really have that much of a downside. It beats pretty much everything other than other Elder Dragon decks that have come up specifically to beat this one. So yeah, really strong, really consistent, really well-rounded, I would say. So definitely pick it up if you want to play mid-range all the way to master tier. And that's it for the deck rundown. Now here's a live commentary game so you can see how it plays out. And for this example game, we're going to be fighting the full mirror match, which is something you're going to see quite often. So we have blocking Badger Bear, Gentleman's Duel, Cloud, and Elder. We obviously don't need Elder, so we're going to put him back, keep the rest, love Cloud, love Rally. We can float the first 2 turns and have Gentleman's Duel plus Badger Bear on turn 3, which just feels kind of good. Since they're also playing our deck, which is a slower mid-range deck, we're completely fine passing the first couple turns. If we were fighting aggro, we would want to mulligan more aggressively and try to get our 2 drops. Pass. And then we'll start developing once we have our full spell mana banked. And then we can just play our Badger Bear. Yep. Alright. Badger Bear giveth. And we have plenty of buffs for him too. Let's just go ahead and Gentleman's Duel that. Bye-bye. No, thank you. I want to get pretty aggressive on the board here. Even if they do form up, they do not kill my Badger Bear. So, I guess that's what they have in their hand. They either have form up or single. Single obviously does nothing. Form up is not good enough. But now we know they have something in their hand that is playable for 2 mana. Alright. Another blocking Badger Bear. Do I want to do that and then not have form up mana? That's the question. Let's go ahead and attack first. I think I do want the form up mana. What, are you going to form up here? There it is. Yes. Alright, we can match that. It gives me something to do, and it does not burn any mana going into next turn, which is beautiful for us. Love this. And then we can go into turn 5, playing Morgana. Nice, they burn 1. Cool, no unit. And if we top deck single, we have the 2 for it. That's what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say. Morgana. They do not have enough mana to unshackle. They can only strike. Which is fine, go ahead. Go right ahead if that's what you want to do. It is what they want to do. Look at that. Look at that. Uh-huh. Alright, and then I will probably open attack this, funnily enough. Or I could play the Cloud. Yeah, I'm down to play Cloud Drake. And we can hit Cloud. I love a little Cloud on Cloud. Always a good combo. Now our hand is a bit cheaper, a bit easier to play, a bit easier to combo together. Lots of good stuff. Fire Spitter. For all of your mana. Then I shall single combat you, my friends. Single combat you. Before it gets the Deathless, right? They have 1 mana. They can't do anything about this. Then we're going to go ahead and whip the Cloud Drake to face, I think. Because this unit can't block. And it costs them 4 if they want it back. So I kind of would rather it be on the board. And be a pain for them. We can Cloud Drake again, too. That's kind of insane. That gives us, like, Swarmcaller Lookout on turn 8, which is kind of broken. Along with Badger Bear. No, this is just insane. We curved out so incredibly well here. Your own Cloud? Sure. Tough, yep. I think this is a great example game, like, great showcase on how to play the mirror. I'm doing a lot of interesting decisions, like leaving that shackle up and stuff, too. But yeah, let's hit this Cloud real quick. And we could have a Deathless Cloud here, or the +1, so that we can block that. I think if we're going to block, we're going to block with the Deathless. This just kind of works. We can also play Elder if we want to. Yeah, I'm so down for this. You want me to get more discounts? Like, this is crazy. Oh, you have Silence in this deck. Never mind. No more discounts for me. Yo, that's a surprise. Hold up. That was a crazy combo. I never seen that before. Alright. Now, are we whipping the Elder, or are we doing this? I think we're doing this. So let's do the Swarmcaller first. And then we can also do the Impact. And then we'll swing, and then swing again, while getting the Elder Dragon even cheaper. Yep. Looks like we're grabbing this. Unless they unshackle. If they unshackle, then I'm grabbing this. Another Cloud. They're probably going to hit Deathless Cloud here. I would not doubt it. Oh, Challenger Cloud. Let's actually do it like this then. Send, attack, attack. Let's do it like that. Yeah, that way they can't value trade. Alright, we should be good now. This should be a win with our rally. Go ahead and get the +1 in Fearsome.
The dragons were gone.
Unless they have a 2-drop they've just been holding and not playing, we should be good. Yeah, well played. Nice. Bam, bam. And the final deck I have for you is the best control deck to play, Elder Dragon Norra Vex. Coming in with a win rate of 56.55% and a play rate of 6.05%, it's doing extremely well. Its best matchups are PinkHec, Jin Annie, Elder Mord Viego, and Kate Timo. Its bad matchups are Elder Dragon Morgana Shyvana, Braum Elder Dragon Gnar, Aurelion Sol Elder Dragon Morgana, and Kate Timo, but Freljord. So this deck, just like the other two, very similar to previous expansions or previous patches. However, we are now including Vex in here, which is really interesting. So we have a lot of the same stuff, like the Pie Toss, the Conch, the Early Bird to mess with the opponent's hand, the Glare for removal, but also because it's Vex synergy a little bit. We're not going to level Vex, but hey, it's there. Junk Construct, Norra, Portal Pioneer, tripling down on the tech card. Really, really strong. Really, really good for all those different options, especially like the landmark stuff running around. Really good. Vex to hold down the fort in the mid game, being able to set her up, use her as a very, very strong attacker, pressure tool, and also you can play her a bit defensively as well, especially with extra copies of Vex becoming Glare. So if you do open both, then you get another removal card. So it's nice actually. 3 Norra, 2 Vex, 1 Elder, because that's the only Elder you need. The champion ratios work really, really well for this deck and gives the deck a little bit of early, mid, and late game stuff. But yeah, that's it for the rundown. Now here's a live example game. And for this example game, we have Mordekaiser, Gwen, Mono Shadow Isles, which is kind of based. I kind of want their deck to win, to be honest. I kind of just want to surrender and let them win, and that's like the end of the video. But we're not going to do that. We're going to try. Portapalooza and 6-cost stuff. Full mulligan. I think if they're going to be playing pretty heavy in the Hallow, we do want our early removal. And we also want Ancient Yeti in opening hand to get the discounts right away. So, this is really solid. If they have Quietus or Soul Harvest, they can kill one Norra, but I have another one in the pockets. So let's go ahead and do that. Their removal is like fast, or it's slow speed, right? Or new idea, Junk Construct. New idea. Just go ahead and trade the Prodigy with the Junk, get a portal, and go that route. Yep. Pretty fair trade. And now we're gonna play a little bit of a dice roll. What portal is in our deck? What are we gonna hit? All kinds of fun mini games when it comes to that. Player Norra. 4-2, that's fine. Norra goes in. Can't block her. No Quietus, no Soul Harvest. So they are pretty heavy on the Hallow, like I originally thought. Wow, we hit Dragon Allegiant and we have a dragon in hand. Wait, that's insane portal RNG. Wait, that is absolutely ridiculous. Oh my god, if I was them, I'd be so mad right now. Ghostly Paramour. That's a 3-3. That is pretty annoying. I'm down to play my Yeti now, though. Yeti, and we can get the +1 on it. The heal's not really fantastic, so I'll save that for later. This is like good enough. If they want to give Hallow to the 4-attack unit, I'll block with the 2-3.
You call that fighting?
So that works out for me. And then we go into turn 5, which is probably going to be Portapalooza. See what we hit, because it is focus speed. We hit Redeem Prodigy, so now we also have Hallow. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Let's go ahead and attack. Let's attack like this. That way we can hurt their lifesteal value if we attack in this order. They only heal 1 if they want to value trade the 2-2. So it's basically like a 1-attack lifesteal unit, which is much less good for them. And then we full send it. Yeah, we might actually get like a Norra level. We have so many portals. This is ridiculous. And our hand is so full. So full of really good cards. We have so many options. We have little removal. We have a big removal. We have unit plus discount. We have a lockdown for late game. Like, holy. We have portals. Yeah, lots and lots of portals. We hit another portal unit, guys. This is illegal. This is illegal. Oh my god. Oh my god. We hit. Oh my god. This RNG. This unit. This deck. It's so criminal. All of this is so incredibly illegal. Let's Fire Spitter that. Get tough. Like, what part of this is okay? None of this, none of what just happened is okay at all. This is so crazy. Oh wow, that's pretty scary, actually. So you're just gonna heal for like 8? I guess you are, okay. Well, hey, give me another portal. Hey, give me that, I'll take that. I'll trade that into my Fire Spitter. That's lovely. Give me that. Works for me. I'm about to level Norra. Yeah. Slot pot.
Portals, up and down and all around.
Yeah, this is insane. I could also play Mini T and just win the game. Let's do that. Because, like, no matter what they do, Mini T is just going to lock them down. Could be Jover from here.
If she sees me from across the room.
Challenger Mini T, I guess. Slotbot also has synergy with this deck. What are these portal hits? Every single thing is useful. Every single thing is, like, synergistic. Like, what is happening? Surely this is not normal. Meh. Mini T. Oh yeah, and we got BB, I guess. I guess we also just got... Okay. With Pi, this would be kind of cool. Otherwise, not the strongest thing in the world. But it is funny. It is funny. Trusty Adnir. Back up the bands. Yeah. I mean... Sure. I don't have to do anything. I have to do literally nothing. And I'll just win. Don't get dizzy. Oh, Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser. That is pretty interesting. Okay, what are you doing with him? You can kill like anything you want with him. Hey, you revived the Mini T and now it can do stuff? Whoa! It can block next turn now. It took away its negative keyword. Huh. I have never seen that before. First time for me. Okay, goodbye, Norra. We'll do 3-1 here. We'll do 3. Just value trades across the board. You can get your Mordekaiser level. Enjoy that. Go right on ahead with all that. And then we can play BB. For free. And we can also play Edestein, because why not? With... Oh, whoa! I want to grab the +1. He's deathless, guys. It's the best play. I was trying to grab the +1. Alright. Don't matter, though. We just went on open here. Because it can't block. So, yeah, that was very interesting. Very fun. Very balanced. Not one-sided at all. And that's it for this week's decks. Extra shout out to the patrons on screen. Much love and thank you for supporting. So yeah, to wrap things up, this video contains something for everyone. If you want to play aggro or combo, pick up PinkHec. If you want to play slow and reactive, get the NorraVexElder. And if you want to play something mid-range that wins through combat, play ShyvElder. This has been Meta Report. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.